Do you believe that we are currently in a flu epidemic?
I wouldn't call it a full epidemic, but we are going through a flu crisis. Every time I turn around, somebody has got the flu. Somebody new is diagnosed, and somebody new has a breaking fever, and I just want to be in a bubble.
I don't know if it's a belief thing. I think the CDC has said yes, we are. That's how they do things usually.
Yes, by the numbers, but much like the swine flu and some of the other things that have come through, with the proper measurements and the proper things that go into place with the epidemics, and they can be curbed over time.
Personally, I don't know. I haven't done any research on my own, but based on what other people have been saying, it sounds like we are.
What knowledge do you have about the flu?
Probably not enough to live in a bubble, to be completely honest with you. I don't know much about the flu at all. I just know that you need to get a flu vaccine.
That depends on how specific you want. It's a virus that goes around a lot and kills a lot of old people and very young people and the immunocompromised. It's a pandemic because it spreads very quickly, and the vaccine didn't do so well this year.
Not very much. I don't get sick very often. So the only time I got the flu was in 7th grade, and that's when I got the flu. The flu shot, I'm sorry. When I got the flu shot, that's when I got the flu. I haven't taken it since and haven't got it since. So I'm not as well versed. I have a lot of friends who get sick from the flu, but thankfully, knock on wood, never had the issue.
I know that it sucks. Not really. I know that it used to be has like different variations and things like that, different types of the flu, and people have to keep building new vaccines because it keeps mutating and things like that. That's basically all I know about it.
Have you ever had the flu?
I have not.
Yes, once, a few years ago, I had tested positive for influenza B, but I got lucky and I didn't really feel that sick. I just had a fever for about a week.
Once, and it was the same year. The only year I've ever had a flu shot. So,
What do you believe should be done in regards to the current flu epidemic?
I feel like we need to put flu people in like their own little area. We need to quarantine, clean up everything, and then Lysol the quarantine area once they're all healed.
People washing their hands. No one washes their hands normally. They just do it after they use the bathroom, which has really stopped the spread of hepatitis A. But because they don't wash their hands all of the time, flu still goes around a lot, which is difficult for people that are immunocompromised or have lung problems.
I think what should be done overall is everybody take care of yourself. Like you find out for yourself if you have it, and if you do have it, stay away as much as you can from the public sector for those who might be susceptible to get it. I can only speak for myself, but I just think that the first signs of the flu that you do have, take the proper precautions to help mitigate your symptoms, and then to help cure that overall. I think what ends up happening with these things is one person gets it and two people get it, and then they don't really feel the effects until day 4, 5, 6. But day 4, 5, 6, they've shook hands, they've talked, they've been around other people, and then slowly by slowly that bacteria builds up, and then now we have a flu epidemic. And then I do think mentally, once the diagnosis is out there, now people think they have it and they're more susceptible to it. And I do believe that there is a part of our minds that kind of directs our bodies, and that's the reason why these things kind of spike the way they do and then kind of fall and go back out of nowhere. So best advice that I would have, if you have it, stay home, do as much as you can to heal, and then get back out in the general public.
I guess people just need to be careful with what they do so that it doesn't spread around.